What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Isaiah coming to you again from BucosLocker. Subscribe, like, comment, and share all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. And if you don't know what that is, that's the little bell icon. And if you want to donate to the channel, please feel free to donate. All donations are welcome, big or small. Keep supporting the channel. Got something in my head. Keep supporting the channel. Shouts out to all the bandits. Shouts out to all the pirates. Shouts out to everybody in the Bucs community, whether you like me or not. Keep doing what you do. Keep supporting the team. I know there's a lot of turmoil and mayhem and chaos amongst the Bucs fan base, but it's gonna be okay because the goal is Super Bowl or bust. We're gonna get to the playoffs, folks. Relax. I know everybody's frustrated. Chill. For I still will. Do I should I still will? So I still will. Oh yeah. Bars. Shouts out to Tay-Rock. Yeah, preview video. It's a big game, folks. This is not the biggest game of the season, though, for the Bucs. But it feels like it, don't it? It feels like this game, a Super Bowl preview, right? This game has a lot riding on it, not only for playoff seeding, but for the Bucs, for the psyche of the team, for Brady, Arians, Leftwich. There's a lot of pressure on this team, like no other. There's a growing concern every minute this fan base make a post. Every time I see a Bucs post, it's bashing Arians. And I told y'all, I warned y'all in the offseason. I warned y'all about him. But nobody wanted to listen to me until big media said something. Now we got the Chiefs coming into Raymond James. This is a 4:25 game, Eastern Standard Time. This is not a primetime game. This is America's game of the week. So it feels like a prime time. A lot is at stake. Win or lose for the Bucs. Seeding. But going into this game, the biggest question marks, there are two. Arians, what is he doing? And Brady, what is he doing? There seems to be a conflict of philosophies between the two. And you can't have that at week 12. This game will pretty much sum us up on where we measure with the best team in the NFL. I know the Steelers are 10-0 and all that stuff like that, but this game is it's a nerve-wracking, it's a nervous game for me. Whether it's win or lose, it's nervous for me because the talk of the town amongst big media and Bucs fans is how is Arians and Brady going to get this thing working? Well, the Chiefs don't care. The Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, they don't care what the Bucs got going on. It's almost like, how do you beat the Chiefs? Go back and watch the New England and Chiefs game. Your offense better be steady, and you better have a secondary. And it has to play for 4 quarters. There's a lot of matchups in this game that are red marks or concerning for me. The biggest concern for me in this game, Chiefs receivers versus the Bucs secondary. Now, there's been a lot of talk throughout the season The Bucs secondary, top 10 secondary. Carl Davis, top 10 cornerback. But as you peel back the games, they look good. Now we got the Chiefs. In the last few weeks, that the secondary has not been playing good. We already know about the pressure, the lack of pressure from Shaq, Barrett, and Ndamukong Suh, William Golson, Ledbetter, Nacho Nunez. There is no pressure. And when you're playing a team, an offense like Andy Reid, that got his quarterback. See, Andy Reid don't have this problem that Bruce Arians and Brady doing. Andy Reid got his guy. See, Arians, Brady is not Arians' guy. We've come to the conclusion as BucosLocker and the Bandits, we understand, and the Pirates, we understand Arians is not, a fan of Brady. It's clear to see that. Brady is not a Arians quarterback. Andy Reid got his guy. So, receivers versus the Bucs secondary, and from what I'm seeing, Jamel Dean will not be playing. He's out. So what do the Bucs do? Do they play coverage? Because if you play man, Patrick Mahomes is going to... His escapability is off the charts. And, if you think about it, Patrick Mahomes is a gunslinger. But he's actually more calmer now this year. He has a running game. See how that works, folks? A running game. Even though Patrick Mahomes can chuck the ball, he can chuck the ball all day. But he don't have to. Now, if you want to shut down the running game, as we all know that the Bucs defense love to do, that's not a problem. You make the Chiefs one-dimensional, it doesn't matter. But if they got their running game, it's on and popping. So how do the Bucs cover the Chiefs? How do the Bucs defend? How do Todd Bowles scheme up a defense to control or box in this Chiefs offense that's ran by Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy? Shouts out to Eric Bieniemy. He needs a head coaching job. Bucs. Eric Bieniemy. He'll look good as a Bucs coach. But that's the biggest thing in this game. Of course, we'll talk about the bigger level. Andy Reid versus Arians. We'll get to that in a second, but let's talk about the secondary. Jamel Dean is out. Concussion. I remember the hit he put on, was it Robert Woods or somebody? Somebody caught the ball. And Jamel Dean let it hit. And it just scrambled him up a little bit. So now, Cockrell gonna have to play. Murphy Bunting gonna have to play on the outside. Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins coming back, Demarcus Robinson, Marcel Hardman, Travis Kelce, Edwards-Helaire, Damian Williams, Byron Pringle, they got weapons galore, folks. This is how the Bucs should be looking. The Bucs should be looking like the Chiefs offense, but unfortunately we don't. That's one of the biggest differences in this game. The Bucs is going to be trotting out Murphy Bunting, Cockrell, Edwards, Whitehead, Winfield, Carlton Davis. And I hate to say this, folks. The advantage is the Chiefs got the advantage. The Chiefs receivers have the advantage over the Bucs secondary. That's one of the advantages that the Chiefs have. Receivers versus DBs. Advantage Chiefs. Quarterback, Mahomes and Brady. Advantage Chiefs. Andy Reid, Bruce Arians. Advantage Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire versus Rojo and Leonard Fournette. I'm going to say that's even. That's even. Chiefs O-line versus the Bucs D-line. The Chiefs got a pretty good O-line. And the Bucs got a pretty good D-line when it comes to stopping the run. But rushing the passer, not so good. A slight advantage to the Chiefs O-line over the Bucs D-line. Tight ends. Travis Kelce, Gronkowski, Cameron Brate. The advantage. Chiefs. You see where I'm going with this, folks? All these weapons the Bucs got. Now let's flip it around a little bit, right? Let's go Bucs offense versus Chiefs defense. How can the Chiefs stop the Bucs offense? They can't. Chiefs defense is not that good. Now the numbers say the EPA and the DVOA and all that says they're pretty good in certain areas, but I've watched the Chiefs defense, particularly their secondary, and their pass rush not that good either. The advantage, Bucs offense over Chiefs defense. That means Bucs O-line, Chiefs D-line. The Chiefs D-line consists of Frank Clark and Chris Jones. He's gonna be a tough one to control, but the Bucs interior can control Chris Jones. I'm a little concerned about Frank Clark, aggressive, quick, use a lot of his hands against number 76. That is a key matchup, folks. Watch out for Frank Clark in number 76. Please, I want y'all to pay attention to that matchup. Frank Clark is very aggressive, young, powerful, aggressive pass rusher. And what do number 76 struggle with? Aggressive, quick pass rushers. Don't have the footwork or the kick punch. He don't have it. But overall, the Bucs O-line can control the Chiefs D-line. That's not a doubt. That's no question in my mind. They can. Linebackers, the Bucs should be able to exploit the Chiefs linebackers easily. I'm expecting a lot of short and maybe one or two deep shots. Not that many deep shots this game, folks. The heat is on. The heat is on, folks. But I want y'all to understand, Bucs fans, do not get upset when you see the offense. Don't get mad. I don't want to hear that. They gotta throw the ball down the field. Nope, that's not Brady style. The worst in the NFL in deep ball accuracy. That's facts, folks. Brady was not a fit for the no risk it, no biscuit. They tried to push the no risk it, no biscuit. Then they went no risk it, no biscuit light. And they can't even do that with Tom Brady. That is a failure on Arians' behalf and Brian Leftwich. And it's too late to change the offense up, folks. But go back and remember what Arians said. He will not change the offense for one person, which will make everybody else got to learn. Arians said it's easier for one player to learn the offense versus the other 10. So Arians kind of put it out there already that he was not going to change his offense up, but he did to a degree. Look at the percentage of throws to tight ends and running backs. But it's still not enough. Too much pushing the ball down the field. This is Arians' style. He didn't even get rid of the whole no risk it, no biscuit offense. He cut some of it out. And he's frustrated that he's cut some of his offense out because of Tom Brady. Arians been around for a while. He sees the struggles that Tom Brady has in his offense. He figured Brady will overcome it. Let's surround him with a bunch of weapons. Because remember, in New England, he didn't have any weapons. He was struggling. Now this year, he's not struggling, but he doesn't look good in certain games against certain type of defenses. Against the weak defenses, 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, or 1 interception? Really? Against the better defenses, y'all do the math. Arians see the flaws. He just trying. Luckily, we have a defense. Let's just keep it 100. We have a defense to overcome some of the flaws offensively. Because remember, folks, this is not the full no risk it, no biscuit. And Brady's struggling with no risk it, no biscuit light. Lite. He can't even get that down pat. How much can they scale back? They can't scale back even more. Can they? Against the Chiefs? Because against the Chiefs, you got to keep up. You got to run in no risk and no biscuit. Because if you don't, you're going to be down 21-0 and just like that. Now, you can play ball control keep away, which is death by 1,000 cuts. Dinking and donking all day, but you better make your first downs, because if you want to dink and don't get first downs, you got to punt the ball. You're going to be down 21-0. So how do the Bucs offense approach controlling the time of possession? Pick your poison, folks, because if you go down the field and score quick, here come the Chiefs. You can hold the Chiefs down for 3 quarters. Bombs away. Oh, the Chiefs coming back. And they can come back just like that. How do the Bucs scheme up offensively and defensively to control the Chiefs? Because their offense just is a machine. Now, my personal opinion, it can go both ways, but my personal opinion, you got to take the good with the bad. It's like, the defense gonna try to hold up, but I don't have too much faith in the defense holding up for 4 quarters. So you're gonna have to go through a shootout. But if you just go full-blown shootout and no running game, because I don't expect the running game to be a factor this game. Now, the Bucs can try to play keep away. Good luck with that, because if you play keep away, first down, run up the middle, 2nd and 9, incomplete, 3rd and 9, 4th down punt, it's like, See that you could try to establish the run against the Chiefs. Chiefs is one of the few teams that you can do that with. We're gonna establish the run. You better be getting 4 or 5 yards a pop. You better be those second downs need to be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. You got to stay. Brady and Arians, they got to find a way to call the plays to stay ahead of the chains. The runs up the middle is not going to work. The stagnant play calling, which we've seen for all this season, certain areas of the game, stagnant play calling, lack of creativity. Big media spoke on this. Big media spoke on this, folks. I spoke on it. Ain't no motion or nothing. Now you got the Chiefs. Now you got to keep up with the freaking Chiefs. And Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. Todd Bowles got his work cut out for him. Bruce Arians got his work cut out for him. I think the offense will be able to move the ball on Chiefs defense, but the main concern is the defense. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Folks, make sure you pay attention to that guy. He is a tough guy to bring down, and he can catch the ball at the backfield. And they got Le'Veon Bell. Throw Le'Veon Bell in there too. The Chiefs are what the Bucs want to be with the weapons, right? But they drafted the weapons. They didn't go plucking and go picking. They signed Sammy Watkins, but he fit right in. They signed Le'Veon Bell. He fit right in. It ain't no, we got to get him the ball. We got to get Sammy Watkins the ball. We got to get Le'Veon Bell the ball. The Bucs, on the other hand, sign AD. We got to get AD the ball. Fournette, we got to give Fournette some carries. The Bucs are a Chiefs wannabe, but they did it the wrong way. The Chiefs drafted the quarterback. They drafted Tyreek Hill. They drafted Marcel Hartman. They drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They drafted their O-line. They made a couple key signings to boost the defense up a little bit. But that's how you build a team. The Chiefs O-line, nice. The Bucs are a cheap Kansas City Chief light. Exactly. A Kmart version of the Kansas City Chiefs. Older. A Montgomery Ward version of the Chiefs. Outdated, old, a Zales, a Sears version of the Chiefs. Family Dollar version of the Chiefs. Dollar General version of the Chiefs. They got continuity, folks. just like the Saints, just like the Rams. Dollar Tree version of the Chiefs. See, Tampa thought they could just buy their way. But guess what? When you do that, the expectations is high. This is going to be a very good game. And the Bucs can win. And I'll get to my prediction at the end of this video. But I want y'all to understand what y'all about to see Sunday, tomorrow. You're going to see the difference between two teams. Andy Reid is comfortable calling plays for Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes can ad-lib. So when the play is not there, he's not a Jared Goff. He's 10 times better than Jared Goff. The gap between Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff is not even close. And the Bucs struggle with Jared Goff. Bombs away. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Higbee, Everett, Van Jefferson, Cam Akers. The Bucs struggle with Jared Goff. Now you got to deal with Patrick Mahomes and all those weapons. If Jared Goff threw for 300-something yards, what you think Patrick Mahomes going to throw for? I'm not expecting the Bucs defense to shut out Kansas City. That ain't happening. After what I've seen, that's not happening. They didn't shut out the Chargers. They didn't shut out the Raiders. They didn't shut out the Rams. You couldn't beat the Bears. You didn't shut out the Panthers. And those are weak quarterbacks compared to Patrick Mahomes. Now we're facing the best quarterback in the game. Bombs away. I hope y'all. I want the Bucs fans to strap in. I'm strapped in. Clap you in a coma. Madness. I can snap at any moment. But buckle up, Bucs fans, because this is going to be a head scratcher, folks. It's going to be a fun game to watch. It's going to be exciting. Every play going to be like, uh-oh, what's going to happen? Every time Brady drop back, every time Patrick Mahomes drop back, it's going to be must-watch TV. What's going to happen? Because if the play not there, Patrick Mahomes can make something happen with his legs. For Brady, if the play not there, sack, bad throw, picked off. Now, if the Bucs can come out like they did against, remember what they did to Aaron Rodgers? They took his heart. Now, this will be a amazing thing for the Bucs defense to do. Get Patrick Mahomes frustrated, make him throw some interceptions, sack him a couple times. It's very hard to sack Patrick Mahomes. It's very hard. It's easy to sack Tom Brady. Brady is a stationary target. This is why teams are having success with good D-lines. Now, the Chiefs D-line, they only have, if I'm not mistaken, 6 sacks in the last 6 weeks. So I'm not expecting pressure from the Chiefs D-line like that. A little bit here and there. But Steve Spagnuolo, who's the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, has played Brady in the Super Bowl twice. So I'm pretty sure he knows how to play a scheme against Brady. And to scheme against this offense with Brady running it, there is no threat down the field. Go check the numbers, folks. The last 4 games, teams know that Brady is inconsistent down the field. Teams know that Brady will throw picks now. Go check the last 4 or 5 weeks. He's inaccurate, can't throw the deep ball. His arm strength is there, but he's overcompensating. So what happens is when you overcompensate with your arm, the accuracy go down. Yeah, those balls look good and they've been throwing, but he's overcompensating. His rotator cuff. If those of you that play quarterback, he's overcompensating of his arm strength weakening. So he throws the ball extra hard when he throws deep, which makes the ball inaccurate, not catchable, bad throw. Go back and watch the tapes. Teams know that now. All the teams got to do now to defend Arians and Brady, 2 deep safety. Rush 4. Drop 7. Because Arians' offense will dictate where the ball go. The formations, the splits, It's easy to identify what Arians is running with Brady. It's easy to identify a no risk it, no biscuit play call. There will be some Brady throws in the game Sunday. It's gonna be a lot of that. Trust me. They hear the media talking. They hear fans talking. It's gonna be a lot of check downs. Brady he's going to incorporate a lot of captain check downs. Kirk Cousins-ish type game. It's gonna be a good game for Brady, but it's not going to be the game that we want to see. We might put up points, but it will not be those points that the Bucs offense is used to pushing with. The Bucs offense is what, middle of the pack? Matter of fact, who in the comment section, what is the Bucs offensive rankings? I remember seeing it, but I don't have. I'm on my phone right now, but I believe the Bucs are in the middle of the pack offensively, right? Their running game, for some strange reason, is ranked like 20 something. The last time I saw it was 23rd, and then Brady's in the middle of his passing. Like, I think they're in the middle of the pack offense. All those weapons. I can name 5 coaches. If they had those weapons, the offense would be a lot better. 5, and I'm being nice. I can name 5 OCs. Oh, so Packers fan. Oh, so they rank what, 15, 16? See, that's not even. Arians not used to that. Arians used to top 5. The Bucs offense is in the middle of the pack, and fans will give excuses. Like in this game, the Bucs offense, they still trying to figure it out. We don't have time to figure stuff out. We're trying to get to the Super Bowl. This team trying to get to the Super Bowl. There is no more, the pandemic, the OTA. No. See, look, the Bucs, to me, the Bucs offense is the middle of the pack. It's okay offense. It's not like big time. It's not like the Chiefs offense or the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. It's not like even the Saints got a more explosive offense. But I'm saying the Bucs are explosive in pockets. The Bucs offense is in the middle of the pack. Tom Brady is the middle of a pack quarterback right now. And that's okay, folks. It's okay. Middle of the pack offense with a really good defense in certain areas. Y'all should expect a drop-off in the offense with a 43-year-old quarterback going against Patrick Mahomes. Coming to this game, the Bucs have not looked good. Fool's gold in that Panthers game. Shame on the Bucs fans for y'all thinking that the Panthers game was going to be a fix-all. We have an average quarterback. We have a decent running game, a whack O-line. Receivers is good. Tight ends is good. Secondary questionable. D-line don't get no pass rush. The team is disoriented. Now we got to play keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be a lot of frustrating Bucs fans this Sunday. Certain parts of the game, y'all going to be like, what the hell is going on? You have to expect, don't go into this game thinking that the game is going to be perfect. That's right. Who's going to guard Tyreek Hill? There is nobody on the Bucs team that can keep up with Tyreek Hill and Hardman and DeMarcus. Like, they got who's going to, I ain't even talking about Lavonte David and Devin White. Who's going to guard Travis Kelce? The best tight end in the game. Who's guarding him? Him and Patrick Mahomes can ad-lib a play. They ad-lib so good. Sammy Watkins. Who's guarding these guys? We don't have no burners in the secondary. We don't have no Jalen Ramsey. No Xavier Howard. No Byron Jones. Casey Haywood? No Mika Fitzpatrick sitting back there? We ain't got none of that. Who's guarding Travis Kelce? Lavonte? Definitely don't want Devin White to cover on Travis Kelce. Heck no. Can't put no outside linebacker. Can't put Shaq Barrett on Travis Kelce. Andy Reid can scheme up. Eric Bieniemy, they can scheme up some plays to make the Bucs defense look really bad. Bucs fans, do not get mad when the Chiefs are moving the ball up and down the field. Don't get mad. It's almost like the Bucs gonna have to kind of play a little aggressive to make something happen. Do they play Antoine Winfield up close to the line? Probably not. Antoine Winfield will be in coverage quite a bit, folks. It's almost like if the Bucs go up 21-0, the lead ain't safe. If the Bucs jump out into a lead, it ain't safe. Until that game clock hits 0, the Chiefs are always a threat to win. Expect a high-scoring game, folks, but different types of ways these two teams are going to score. The Bucs are going to score by, working their way down the field, and the Chiefs will be more explosive. This is the difference. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. We got to get a young quarterback because a Justin Herbert type guy. You know what I'm saying? Like Brady's still good. He's an average quarterback, but in games like this, it's not even close. And that's and we're lacking right there in games like this. No mobility, lack of deep ball accuracy, can't make plays with his feet, in a no risky, no biscuit offense that or no risky, no biscuit light that don't even fit him. It's a recipe for disaster. The running backs can't catch, so he don't have no flares to throw to. You don't have that. Running backs can't catch. No Keyshawn Vaughn. But all I see is a bunch of rookie running backs doing really good, but no Keyshawn Vaughn. What's wrong with the Bucs? But the underlying matter is what can help Brady is Ronald Jones can give us something. If Ronald Jones can give us something, like all this back and forth with Fournette and Ronald Jones, it's weird to me. Because remember, I was a fan of Fournette coming on the team. I said Fournette was going to take over the running back position. I was wrong. I ate crow. I admitted I was wrong. But Ronald Jones has shown his capability of running the ball. Not catching, not blocking, but running the ball. And the Bucs need to establish a running back. Running back. They need to go with a guy and get him 17 to 22 carries. So all this back and forth with Ronald Jones and Fournette, they need to put that to rest. Start Ronald. It's almost like Arians is doing the same thing he did to Ronald Jones last year. Giving too many carries to Peyton Barber. He's doing it again. Giving too many carries to Leonard Fournette. Why? Ronald Jones is running fine. Even though, what's so crazy is the running game, as far as numbers wise, as far as Ronald Jones ranked in the top, 7? But average yards per game, the Bucs are not even in the top 10. We got to give a running back a chance this game. We got to give Ronald Jones a solid chance. Like, he got to get 15 to 20 carries. 15 to 20 carries. That's all I want to see from Ronald Jones. 15 to 20 solid carries. And somebody said it in the chat room. Neither running back can get a rhythm. Because running backs, they take them out every now and then. One time Fournette is in for a series, and next time Ronald Jones is in for a series. And I told y'all about Fournette. The reason why I thought Fournette was going to win the job is because he's a volume carry running back. If the Bucs were using Fournette correctly, I wouldn't have a problem with the running game or Ronald Jones. But they're not using neither running back correctly. You brought Fournette in. Fournette is not a third down back. Oh, well, Fournette had catches with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't let that fool you, folks. Go watch the tape. He is not a pass-catching running back. He's a power back. He's a volume carry running back. And I told y'all, 10 to 12 carries, you're not going to get your bang for your buck with Fournette. That is not his game. He needs 20 to 25 carries, 27 carries to be effective. And the Bucs are not getting their return in Leonard Fournette. Because they're in and out with Fournette, in and out with Ronald Jones. Who's going to run the ball? How many series? Like, stop with the nonsense. If you're going to go with Ronald Jones, go with Ronald Jones against the Chiefs. He provides a little bit more explosion than Leonard Fournette. At this point, Ronald Jones is the better back. But unfortunately, Arians and his shenanigans can't realize that. He keeps trotting Fournette out there on first and second down. Where's LaShawn McCoy? I remember a lot of Bucs fans got hyped up over LaShawn McCoy. Nowhere to be found on third downs. Where is Keyshawn Vaughn? See, I'm talking about the running game, folks. It's going to be vital for this game, too. It's going to be needed. If the running game can produce about 115, maybe 25 yards, that's good for the Bucs. The running game must be somewhat effective against the Chiefs. Because if you just say, you know what, we're just going to sling the peel around, we're going to throw the ball 45 to 50 times a game, which you're probably going to have to do, but you're playing right into the Chiefs' wheelhouse. Because if you don't score every possession, the better chances you give the Chiefs blowing you out. Field goals will not work in this game, folks. Field goals, that's not it. That's not it. You got to score touchdowns. Somebody said in the chat room, Arians need to be patient. Good luck with that. You'll be cool for a minute. But Brady doing this. Cage him deep shot. Check down. 7 yards. 8 yards. 2 yards. How's your screen? Flare. Check down. Deep shot. 10 check downs or 10 intermediate or short throws to 1 deep throw. That's not Arians' game. Arians is going to get impatient because he's gonna look across the field. He's gonna see Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy dialing it up. 15 yards, 20 yards, 45 yards, touchdown Chiefs. Meanwhile, the Bucs picked off. Like, oh, man. It's not going to look good, folks. And Arians going to get mad. He's going to look at Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. He's going to look at Byron Leftwich. He's going to be like, no risky, no biscuit. Let's go. Chuck the ball 45 times a game. All these Bucs fans are complaining about Arians. I don't understand. How are you Bucs fans are surprised about Arians and his style of coaching, his offense? How did you not see this coming? His offense is outdated. Bucs fans, you got to understand. Stop picking and choosing what you want to see and see everything for what it is. Stop running around listening to the media, pushing narratives. Didn't I tell y'all about Tom Brady in the media? Didn't I tell y'all that the media will protect Tom Brady at all costs? And will throw Arians and Leftwich and the Bucs under the bus, the defense under the bus, the play caller under the bus? Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all I'm David Ruffin and these are the Temptations? Didn't I tell y'all that? What's up, Alvin? Malcolm? Didn't I tell y'all that? I'm Tom Brady and these are the Tampa Bay Bucks. That's how the media looking at it. If you watch the movie Temptations with David Ruffin, I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations. I'm not part of the Temptations. I'm David Ruffin. I'm my own entity. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all the media's going to push a narrative? Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucs. Two separate entities. I told y'all that. I told y'all. Brady will not take the blame for the Bucs' losses. He will not be the reason why the Bucs lose. I told y'all. Okay. Even if Brady doing wrong, he still won't get the blame. Not shaking people's hands, holding up fourth down. Like, he's not taking the blame for that. Arians keep throwing Brady under the bus. You can tell there's conflict there. You can tell there's conflict between Brady and Arians with the play calling. Byron Leather's looking lost. I told y'all about this. The media has set the narrative. The media has finally seen Arians' offense exactly for what it is. And I told y'all this last year. Too many times throwing the ball. Too many times chucking the ball around. You can't. It's hard to win top-level games all day long when you don't have the quarterback for it. If the Bucs change the offense to fit Brady, then that's a different story. But I told y'all this before. The Bucs offense is designed to y'all thought it was going to be the Brady offense all the way. Arians, I knew his ego was going to take over. And this is not the game for it. Arian can't even swallow his pride and his ego because he wants to take some of the credit. The Brady slogan, the Brady brand is bigger than Arians. Arians is nothing can compare to Brady, and Arians no comparison. Arians wants to run his style of offense. He believed that his style of offense will work with most quarterbacks. Well, he didn't realize it wouldn't work with Brady. Yes, Brady got 25 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, which is higher than he had last year. And we in week 11, projected to throw 15. But we're gonna let that digress though. But it's not the quarter. It's not. It's this year. This year. It's the head coach and the OC. See the narrative set. Now it's the head coach and the OC. They've been here 2 years, folks. Did y'all not see this last year? I told y'all I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna set you up for the okie doke. Didn't hear nobody complaining last year. Now, oh, what is he doing? He's throwing the ball too much. I'm talking football, folks. You can't get mad at me. It's what football dictates. And football dictates to me that I didn't hear this last year. I didn't hear not one complaint against Arians and Leftwich. Well, I did hear. I heard a little bit, but now it's all over the Bucs community. It's all over big media. Moving the goalposts. But Arians been like this. His offense been like this. Tim Couch, Peyton Manning, Big Ben, Luck, Palmer, and last year Winston. I told y'all. Do your dang research before you start pointing fingers. I didn't even know in Arians' offense, Big Ben was sacked 215 times. 215 times Big Ben was sacked. And the Steelers said, you got to go. Oh, Bucs fans, Arians is not the problem. Oh, it's not Arians. Okay. Arizona Cardinal fans and Steelers fans do not miss Bruce Arians. They do not miss Bruce Arians. Arizona just recovered with Kyler Murray. Arians left that franchise a mess. Steelers said, no, thank you. You got to go. Offense outdated. Puts up a lot of numbers, but puts the quarterbacks in harm's ways. Throwing a lot of interceptions. Getting sacked a lot. Not handling pressure correctly. Not having enough safety valves. I told y'all I'm going to eat y'all up. I've been waiting on this, folks. I've been sitting back waiting. The jig is up, Bucs fans. You thought it was a player problem? It's the coach. I told y'all. Coaching matters. Arians is not a bad coach. He's just not a top tier coach. He's not the coach that's just going to get you where you want to be at long term. See, the beautiful thing about BucosLocker and my bandits and my powers, we didn't follow the narrative. We knew exactly what Arians was. Arians is a okay coach. As long as Todd Bowles and his defense looking really good, it's going to make Arians look good. You know what's so crazy? We got Bucs fans out there still doubling down and thinking that Arians is not the problem. But see, we already know that Brady wasn't a best fit. If you know football, you already knew Brady wasn't the best fit for this team. You'll see Sunday. You've been seeing it for the last few weeks. But that was the owner's decision. That wasn't Arians' decision. That was the owner's. What up, Corey Jackson? The owners made the decision to bring Brady in, even though he wasn't a good fit. That was a ownership deal, ownership call. Sandoval 813, the coach and the front office, especially Jason Light. Yes, that was a front office call. They wanted to sell tickets. They wanted to sell apparel. They wanted to sell concessions. They wanted to sell out the club seats and all that stuff like that. That's not how you build a team, man. Now come Sunday, now you got to see this team against a team with a bright future. Long term. You're going to see the difference in the quarterbacks come Sunday. Not even close. Now remember this is not a bashing session, folks. This is the truth. The truth is hurting some of these Bucs fans. They can't deal with it. The truth hurts, Bucs fans. You're going to see Sunday the difference between Andy Reid and Bruce Arians. The difference between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. The difference between the Kansas City Chiefs and Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucs can win this game, but a lot of things got to happen. A lot. The Bucs can win now. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get to my prediction at the end. The Bucs can win this game, but there's a lot of things got to happen. Pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Cover the receivers tight. Matter of fact, keep up with them. Offensively, be a little aggressive a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't sit back and you dunk your way the whole four quarters. And if you're going to do that, you better have a running game. So these things can happen for the Bucs to win the game. I'm not saying the Bucs can't win the game. They definitely can win the game. But there's some layers to things that got to happen for the Bucs to win. The Chiefs don't have to play perfect to win the game. Let that sink in, folks. I'm going to repeat that. The Chiefs don't have to win the game. The Chiefs don't have to play perfect to win the game. The Bucs do. The Chiefs can play like booty for 2.5 quarters. And they can still win the game. The Bucs got to play good for 4 quarters. Bars. The Bucs got to play good for 4 quarters. The Bucs can't get out to a nice little front running lead, 17-3 or 17-10 or 17-7 in the first half. The Bucs can win the game, but they got to play good for 4 quarters. When has there been a game the Bucs played 4 solid quarters? Don't worry, I'll wait. Can anybody tell me in the chat room? The chat room live right now. The chat room is lit. When have the Bucs played 4 quarters of football? The Raiders game. The Raiders game was a four solid quarters. And, Packers game. Packers game was 4 solid quarters. But Brady didn't have a great game against the Packers. It was the defense. I'm talking about a complete team game. The Raiders probably the only game that you can really look at. Because against the Packers, it was all about the defense. All Brady had to do was play Peyton Manning and manage the game. Peyton Manning Broncos. I know we haven't played a full 60 minutes against no team. Maybe the Raiders. I'm talking about offensively, defensively, and special teams. Bars. The Broncos, I can say the Broncos, Raiders, Broncos. I can say that those are a couple of, but look at those teams. Look at those teams though, man. The Raiders is surprising people this year, but look at the Raiders defense. Look at the Broncos. Come on now. We got wins against teams that's not even going to make the playoffs, except for 2. Now we got to deal with the Chiefs. It's going to be tough, folks. I want y'all to understand. Don't get mad. Please don't get mad at this game. Please don't get mad. Because I'm going to be watching the game Sunday at 3:25. I'm going to be live in effect. I'm not going to get mad. From what I see in this game, I'm not going to be surprised. If the Bucs win this game, I want y'all to understand this. If the Bucs win this game, do not run around here talking about we back. Don't do it. Do not get caught up in the moment. You live in the moment. Think about it, folks. Bucs fans, I want y'all to think. Control your emotions. Look at the football team for exactly what it is. Offensively, defensively, and special teams. Head coach, OC, DC, quarterback, runner. Look at the team for exactly what it is. The Bucs are an average team right now. 7-4, which is good. Still a good record. Still a 6 seed. The Bucs are an average team. I know it stings a little bit, but at this moment, week 12, the Bucs are an average team. Yes, the wins, we matched the win total last year. I get that part. We winning more games. I get that part. I knew we was going to win more games with Brady. I already knew that, folks. I already knew the interceptions were going to be down because they're not going to run the full no risk and no biscuit. And they tried to do that, and they can't do that. But understand what you're working with, Bucs fans. This team, you will see Sunday. If they get blown out, let me repeat this. I'm going to repeat this. Bars. Bucs, do not get blown out. Because if the Bucs get blown out, oh my gosh. You think that he ain't going to be on? If you think it's going to be light, you thought the Rams game was bad. Bucs better not get blown out. Do not get blown out, Bucs. Do everything in your power. 35-31, 34-35, 37-34. Find a way to keep it close, whether you win or lose. But don't get blown off the map. Because the Bucs get blown off the map, you think the oven was at 320, 375 for Bruce Arians and Tom Brady? Oh, it's gonna be on broil. The heat gonna be 500 degrees. Because they're gonna start calling for Arians' head. You're gonna see folks Sunday. Stay tuned. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, all those weapons. Remember now, if you notice, I'm not even really talking about the Chiefs defense like that because it's really not that great. Matter of fact, is there any Chiefs fans in the chat room to help me understand the Chiefs defense? Because I just don't see the Chiefs defense holding up against the Bucs offense. Vice versa. Vice versa. All first verse. All first verse. Go back and look at the Chiefs' defense against some of these games, against some of these teams. Not looking so great. The Bucs will move the ball. The Bucs will score some points. Can they outscore the Chiefs? That's the question. Can Brady, as crazy as it sounds, can Brady manage the game? Can Brady manage the game? That's what we need Brady to do. We need Brady to manage the game. Be the Michael Jordan of the Washington Wizards. Be the Jerry Rice that was with Oakland Raiders or the Seattle Seahawks. Give us some good moments. But don't try to win the game yourself. And I'm expecting the coaching staff to not put Brady in that situation. Don't put Brady in a situation that he got to throw the ball 48 times. If the Bucs throw the ball for more than 40 times, I'm expecting an interception or 2, or maybe 3 from Brady. Because y'all know deep balls will be in effect. As much as I've talked about this game, when we about to hit an hour, do not think for one moment that Arians will not call some deep shots. Because he will. The question is, it's almost like, just like we thought about Winston last year, every time Winston threw the ball, it was like, oh, is it going to be a pick? Well, every time Brady throw the ball, is it going to be a bad throw? Is it going to be an interception? Is he going to get sacked? Every time Brady dropped back, that's how I feel. I'm not saying I lost confidence in Brady and Arians, but those two together just makes me a little nervous. It makes me a little nervous every time Brady drops back and throw the ball past 10 yards. Yep. Anything below 10, I'm like, oh, Brady's a beast. But anytime he put that ball 15, 20 yards down the field, I'm like, oh, that was a horrible throw. It'd be some throws, Brady don't even give his receivers a chance. I'm like, man, what kind of throw was that? He's overcompensating, folks. Overcompensating the lack of arm strength. It looks good. Oh, Brady can still throw the ball. Yeah, he's overcompensating, folks. When you overcompensate on one area of your body, other parts are affected. His accuracy is affected. 1 for 19 in deep ball throws. 1 for 19? Brady. Check it down. Check it down, man. Check it down, dog. We need you to manage the game. You're not a top 10 quarterback anymore. You're about like 12 to 15. I don't care what PFF say. Brady is not a top 10 quarterback right now. 12 to 15. And that's still good. That's a playoff quarterback. Arians is a second-tier coach. Yeah, I said it. Michael Jordan and the Washington Wizards. That's what we're getting with Brady. We're getting the Michael Jordan, Washington Wizards version of Tom Brady. Some good games against some horrible teams. And against really good teams, not so good. We're getting the Emmitt Smith of the Arizona Cardinals. Told y'all. The Shaquille O'Neal with the Boston Celtics. Phoenix Suns. The Dwight Howard. Yep. I know his things, folks. But the Bucs can't surprise me by just all of a sudden playing a complete game and shut me up. But right now, the Bucs are an average team with an average coach. And the record doesn't speak for itself. Oh, the Bucs are 7-4. Yeah, go look at the teams they beat and go look at the games. Chargers was up 24-7. The Giants could have beat us. We lost to the Bears. We lost to the Saints twice. Barrett embarrassed. Lost to the Rams. 7-4, yeah, but go dig in the X-Files. Yeah, Paul Pierce from the Washington Wizards. Yeah. I mean, Brady, like I said, Brady's still good. Arians still a decent coach, but They gotta get it together at the end of the day, man. And I'm just nervous. But my prediction. Let's get down to prediction, folks. Let's get down to the prediction video. We are at an hour. Let's get down to predictions. Let me see in the chat room. Let me see the predictions in the chat room. My Pirates, my Bandits. Give me your predictions in the live chat room right now before I give you my prediction. After everything I said about the Chiefs, the Bucs, all the crazy stuff I said about the Bucs, you know, the quarterback situation, the coaching situation, the running game, the receivers, the cornerbacks covering the Chiefs receivers. Give me your predictions in the live chat right now. I want to see. 38-34, 41-17. God, Chiefs, 41-17, 48-3. Golly. 35-31, okay. 38-17, Chiefs. 47-35, Chiefs. 41-27, Chiefs. 35-17, Chiefs. 38-31, Bucs. 38-35 Bucs. 38-27 Chiefs. 41-38 Chiefs. 31-27 Bucs. So I'm seeing a mixed reviews with I see in the middle of the pack. A lot of people, you know, it's kind of like the 50-50 right now. It's a 50-50 game because of the Bucs offense and the Chiefs offense. Because I'm not expecting too much defense to be played, but every time I see the Chiefs score, it's always like a blowout. 38-15, 38-34, 35-31 Bucs. Chiefs scored 30 plus in their only loss. Oh. Wait a minute. Chiefs scored 30 plus in their only loss. That's right. To the Raiders. They did score 30 plus points. 35-27 Bucs. 41-3 Chiefs. Good Lord. 30-24 Bucs. 34-31 Bucs. 45-10 Chiefs. Good Lord, Mike L. Come on, Mike L. You ain't 45-10 Chiefs, man. Are you kidding me? Pumpy Prodigy, 41-3 Chiefs. Like the Bucs offense ain't gonna make no moves. Like the Bucs offense gonna get shut out that bad. Like we gonna get done that bad. Come on now. We gonna move the ball on the Chiefs defense now. Give me some more predictions. I see the predictions in the chat room. 28-3 Bucs. If the Bucs defense holds the Chief offense to 3 points, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. That'll be something I gotta come up with. I gotta come up with something. Anyway, so I seen all the predictions in the live chat. So shouts out to everybody with their predictions in the live stream. We are a little over an hour now. Now here's my prediction. In a high-scoring affair. Two offenses that are built different. Two coaches that are on two different levels. Two quarterbacks that are on different levels. Two teams, two organizations that are on different levels. It's going to come down to the Bucs secondary. Can they hold the Chiefs under 30 points? Forget Andy Reid. Forget Eric Bieniemy. Forget Bruce Arians. Todd Bowles. Can you get the secondary to hold the Chiefs under 30 points? If you do, the Bucs win. The Bucs will win the game. I don't know the score, but the Bucs will win the game. If you can hold them under 30 points. But my prediction, I told y'all this earlier, high scoring, which means it's going to be over 30 points. This game is going to be 41-34 Chiefs. They just got a little more explosiveness, folks. Like, and the Bucs gonna keep up too. The Bucs gonna make a run for it at the end, but it won't be enough because the Chiefs are too explosive. They're too well oiled. They're too much of an oil machine. The Bucs gotta hold. If the Bucs hold the Chiefs under 30 points, they can win the game. But my prediction, the Chiefs are going to score over 30. 41-34 with a late push from the Bucs offense in the fourth quarter. But unfortunately, folks, this is the game. I did pick the Bucs to lose in my schedule predictions that I made earlier before the season started. So go back and watch that video. I picked the Bucs to lose this game. And that will make the Bucs 7-5, which will be a game off. But the overall prediction is 11-5. I'm right on schedule. Chiefs win 41-34. Late surge by the Bucs in a high-scoring game. Brady's going to have an efficient game. Patrick Mahomes is going to have a hell of a game. And I think the Chiefs are just going to make more plays than the Bucs. Andy Reid will come up with some more stuff. Eric Bieniemy will scheme up in the second half, and they will just pull away. And the Bucs offense will try to keep up. In a high-scoring affair. But there's a caveat. If the Bucs can hold the Chiefs under 30 points, the Bucs will win. So, there you have it, folks. My prediction in the Chiefs versus Bucs game at Ray J. 4:25 Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. I will be not at the game, but I will be live streaming, live reaction. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, shouts out to all the Bandits and Pirates and all the Bucs fans and other fan bases that was in the chat room. Appreciate you joining the live stream with BucosLocker. We're on our way to 4,000 subs. We should be there by the end of the season, which is a humongous achievement. And I will do a better giveaway once we hit 4,000. Probably give away a Fire tablet or something like that. Or maybe another gift card or something, or you know, something nice, something more nicer. Probably a Fire tablet or something like that. But on our way to 4,000 subs. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the donations. Appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel and liking the content. Because as you know, BucosLocker can be anywhere. So with that being said, shouts out to all the Bandits. Y'all keep holding me down. I hold y'all down too. But I want y'all to fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. No risk. Well, risk it, get the biscuit, right? Hashtag. Ain't no chill. Hashtag. No excuses. Hashtag. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a barn burner. Hashtag. Super Bowl of Bus. BucosLocker out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.